Good morning, students. Students, yesterday we have discussed about cropping pattern. Okay, we have discussed about cropping pattern, and I have told you that in India, majorly we have three cropping seasons. Number one Kharif, number two Rabi, and number three Zaid. Okay, students. After that, we have discussed map skill. Okay, that was related to production of rice in India. Okay, and major crops. Today we are going to discuss about major crops. In major crops, yesterday we have discussed about rice. Okay, and now we are going to discuss about a production of wheat in India. So wheat, this is the second most important crop. It is the main food crop, as we all know about it, and we all are agree with the statement that wheat is the main food crop. Okay, in north and northwestern part of the country. Okay, this rabi crop, and students, you know, this crop relates to rabi. This rabi crops requires a cool growing season. And now just pay attention that what are the requirements of wheat. It requires a cool growing season and a bright sunshine at the time of ripening. Okay, students, it means when wheat is near to ripen, it requires bright sunshine. It requires 50 to 75 centimeter of annual rainfall. Okay, learn it. 50 to 75 centimeter of annual rainfall evenly distributed over the growing season. And students, you know, there are two important wheat growing zones in our country. Two important wheat growing zones in our India. Number one, the Ganga Satluj plains in the northwest. You know about the Ganga Satluj plains. And number two is black soil region of the Deccan Plateau. The major wheat producing states are Punjab, okay, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Bihar, and Rajasthan. As I have told you in the beginning that this is the main food crop in north and northwestern part of the country. And you know, these are the states located in north and northwestern part of our country, like Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Bihar, and Rajasthan. Okay, students. Now we are going to practice our map skill related to the production of wheat. Student, this is our map, and in this map we will practice our wheat producing states. Okay, so production of wheat in India. As I have told you that in India we have two important wheat growing zones. Okay, we can classify wheat growing states in two categories. Number one, the Ganga Satluj plains. Okay, and number two is black soil region of the Deccan Plateau. Students, you know, this dark shading is equal to major area, and this type of light shading is equal to minor area. Okay, it means all these states which are indicating dark shading, these states are the major producer of wheat, and these light shading states are representing minor production of wheat. So let's see which states have been included in major area of wheat production. Student, as you all know that this is our Haryana. Okay, this is our Haryana, this is our Himachal Pradesh, this is our Punjab, and this is our Uttarakhand, and this is our Uttar Pradesh. Okay, so we can see that Haryana, Punjab, Uttarakhand, and western and the eastern part of Rajasthan and Uttar Pradesh, we can take an idea that western Uttar Pradesh, these parts are major producing of wheat production. And we can see that some parts of Madhya Pradesh also, or these parts are also included in major production of wheat. Okay, let's attend minor production areas. So this is our Uttar Pradesh, and you can see that this is our eastern part. Okay, so eastern part of Uttar Pradesh and northern Bihar also. Okay, and northern Bihar and some parts of Rajasthan also, and some parts of Gujarat and some parts of Maharashtra. These areas are produced and some parts of Madhya Pradesh also. Okay, students. So these areas are involved in manure production. Okay, in manure production, as we have discussed that Ganga Satluj plains. Okay, two growing zones we have, Ganga Satluj plains, and you all know that these states are included in Ganga Satluj plains like Punjab, Uttarakhand, Himachal Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh. These are in Ganga Satluj plains. And black soil, you know where we can find black soil. Black soil is found in Maharashtra, in Madhya Pradesh also. Okay, in some parts of Gujarat also. So just see the light shading. Okay, in these areas we can find our black soil. So these areas are also producing wheat. Okay, with manure production, and some parts of Uttar Pradesh also, and some parts of Bihar also. So students, this is the production of wheat in our India. This is the production of wheat in our India. So what you have to do, as usual, you have to take your own map. Okay, and just show all these areas. Just show all these areas of wheat production in your map. And after showing these areas of wheat production, just paste that map in your geography notebook. Okay, you can write down the names of these states also. Okay, students, so do this map work. Now again I am taking my topic. Okay, students, wheat we have discussed. Okay, now I am taking millets. Okay, students, what we are discussing? We are discussing major crops in our India. So you have seen rice is the main food crop. After that we have discussed wheat. Wheat is the second most important food crop, and on number third we are taking millets. Okay, so which crops have been included in millets? Students, you know, Jowar, Bajra and Ragi are the important millets grown in India. It means these crops have been included in millets. These are known as coarse grains. They have very high nutritional value. Student, one important point I would like to tell you, these millets, it means Jowar, Bajra and Ragi, you know, these crops have very high nutritional value. Okay, these crops have very high nutritional value, and these food grains are really very helpful for our health. For example, Ragi is very rich in iron, calcium, other micronutrients and raw gauge. Okay, Jowar is the third most important food crop. As we have discussed that wheat is the second most important, rice is on the number 1, wheat is on the number 2, and Jowar is on the number 3rd. Jowar is the third most important food crop with respect to area and production. Okay, and I also would like to tell you that Maharashtra is the largest producer of Jowar in our India. It is a rain-fed crop mostly grown in the moist areas. Jowar is mostly grown in the moist areas. Okay, which hardly needs irrigation. You know why? Students, you know, in moist areas already the soil has moisture. Okay, so this type of soil keeps water. Okay, so the demand of irrigation decreases. Major Jowar producing states are Maharashtra, Karnataka. You can see Maharashtra, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh and Madhya Pradesh. It means major Jowar producing states, especially these states are in the south direction. Okay, in the south direction in our peninsular plateau. Maharashtra, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh and Madhya Pradesh. These are the major Jowar producing states. Okay, students. Now we are discussing the same topic, millets. Bajra. Okay, as I have told you that which crops have been included, Jowar, Bajra and Ragi. We have discussed about Jowar, we have discussed about Ragi also. Now we have to discuss about Bajra. Bajra grows well on sandy soils and shallow black soil. So student, bajra grows sandy soils. This food crop requires sandy soil and shallow soil. Students, especially in winter season, we would like to eat this type of food grain, bajra. We would like to make our chapatis with this bajra, okay, especially in winter season. So major bajra producing states are Rajasthan, Uttar Pradesh, Maharashtra, Gujarat, and Haryana. As I have told you that this also requires shallow black soil. So in Maharashtra, in Gujarat, okay, we can find our black soil. Ragi is a crop of dry regions and grows well on red, black, sandy, loamy, and shallow black soils. Major ragi producing states are, just see, major ragi producing states are Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Sikkim, Jharkhand, and Arunachal Pradesh. Okay, students. So these are the major ragi producing states. Now maize. It is a crop which is used both as a food and fodder. So students, maize is a crop which is used for both purposes, for food also, for fodder also. Okay, student, food, it means we human beings would like to eat this type of food crop, and how it has been used as fodder. Okay, fodder means food of animals. Students, this is our wheat cultivation and this is our maize cultivation. Okay, students, after taking main food, when the people would like to cut down these type of plants, so these plants, the people would like to use these plants for the food of their animals. Okay, animals eat these types of plants. So after taking main food, after taking the production, people would like to cut down these plants and they would like to give these plants to their animals as a food. So it is clear that maize is a crop which is used both as food and fodder also. Students, it is a kharif crop which requires temperature between 21 degrees Celsius to 27 degrees Celsius. Temperature is about 21 degrees Celsius to 27 degrees Celsius and grows well in old alluvial soil. In some states like Bihar, maize is grown in Rabi season also. Okay, in Bihar, we can grow this type of crop in Rabi season also, and basically it is a kharif crop. Use of modern inputs such as high yielding variety seeds, fertilizers, and irrigation have contributed to the increasing production of maize. Okay, students, it is very clear that when we are using modern inputs, HYV seeds, high quality fertilizers, and high irrigation methods, then automatically our production will be high. Major maize producing states are Karnataka, Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Andhra Pradesh, and Telangana. So these are major maize producing states. Okay, this map we have discussed. Okay, we have discussed the production of wheat in our India. Now see pulses. Student, you all are aware about pulses. Okay, we would like to eat these pulses in our food also. India is the largest producer as well as the consumer of pulses in the world. Okay, in our daily life also we would like to eat pulses with rice also. India is the largest producer. Just learn this data. Our India is the largest producer of pulses as well as consumer also in the world. These are the major source of protein in a vegetarian diet. So students, and these pulses are major sources of protein. It means these pulses have high quality protein in a vegetarian diet. Major pulses that are grown in India are name of the pulses. These are the names of pulses: Arar, Urad, Moong, Masoor, peas, and gram. Students, you can discuss these names of pulses with your mom also, because your mother is always busy in the kitchen to prepare different types of food items for you. So mama will show you these pulses. that which type of pulse it is arhar, okay, and what is the look of urad, what is the look of moong. So mama will help you in the identification of these pulses, and I think you should give a look, okay. Peas and gram, can you distinguish which of these pulses? Okay, take next line. Pulses needs less moisture, and students, you know, these pulses require less moisture, okay, and survive even in dry conditions. It means in the production of these pulses, farmer does not need to think about more and more irrigation, okay, because these pulses can survive in dry conditions also. Being all these crops except arhar, again I am telling you, this is the name of our pulses, except arhar, help in restoring soil fertility by fixing nitrogen from the air. Therefore, these are mostly grown in rotation with other crops. Rotation with other crops. What is the meaning of this thing? You know, students, this statement means that when a farmer grows any other type of main crop, at that time he can also take any particular one of the pulses, okay, side by side we can say. So these are mostly grown in rotation with other crops. Major pulse producing states in India are Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Maharashtra also, Uttar Pradesh and Karnataka. So students, these states are major pulse producing states. So in this video, this much is enough to you, okay students. In our next video we will, it means in our next week, in our coming week, we will discuss these topics, food crops other than grains like oil seeds, tea. These topics we will discuss next week, okay students. So what you have to do, just read this page carefully, okay, just prepare this map and paste in your geography notebook and prepare your own notes of all the topics, how much we have covered within 2 days, okay students. It is very useful for you if you are preparing your notes side by side, then it will be very beneficial for you, okay students. So take it seriously and attend this page very carefully, okay students. Thanks a lot students, have a good day.